Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's reading vlog. I am so excited for this reading vlog. So I've done a couple of reading vlogs in the past, but I thought today we could basically just mood read my TBR. This could potentially be veering towards 5-star territory. I don't trust her. There's no way. What? The first book we are starting with is Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. This has only been released in the last week, and this has also been my friend's book club pick for April. So I want to get this read anyway, but I'm just in the mood to pick it up. It sounds so good. This basically follows Natalie, and I think she's like an influencer, kind of portrays herself online as having a traditional lifestyle. She kind of has this perfect family. Her husband's like a farmer. Behind the scenes, she is definitely not living that life. She has nannies for her children, has all of these people doing these things for her. One morning she wakes up and it doesn't feel right. Her life feels a little bit different. Everything feels a little bit off, and she's actually woken up, I think it's in the 1800s, having to live the lifestyle she portrays to her social media followers. And I just think this sounds so interesting, so intriguing. I'm like, I need to know what happens in this book, and I will keep you updated as we go along over however many days this takes me to read this. But I'm very excited to sit down and start this today. I'm very excited. Hi guys, this is my first update to this vlog, and I think after I said I was going to start Yesteryear, I didn't actually start reading it, and I broke my 66-day streak on Fable, and that really upset me. Like, it's not that deep. I was going so strong and I just broke it, but honestly I needed a little break from reading. It's been 6 days since I started Yesteryear, and we are just halfway, I think, and I wanted to give you a little update, of course. Guys, this book is wild. I didn't realize some of the things that were gonna be happening when she wakes up in the 1800s, and there's something really strange going on. One of her children is creeping me out, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really suspicious of that child, and honestly that whole family in the 1800s I am really suspicious of, but I'm also suspicious of her. I don't trust her. I don't know what it is, but then there are parts that I'm like, I don't know, like, is someone doing this to her? Is this like a whole like trick on her mind? I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't know. I don't really have any theories as of yet. I'm literally just like, what could this be? She is so unlikable as a character though, like the main character, but it makes you want to keep reading. Some of her views and some of the things she says, I'm like, girl, what are you saying? What are you doing? I just like want to keep on reading. It's just so good. I don't know, like, obviously how I'll feel towards the end just yet, but we will just have to wait and see. I'm getting the vibe from it that it's like psychological thriller-esque, but then it could be completely different to what the end is going to be like. Okay, another update. It's been a few days again. I didn't actually record myself after I said I was going to do a little reading stint with you. I didn't do that, but we have 50 pages left of Yesteryear, and I have been putting off finishing this all afternoon, to be quite honest. So we're gonna sit here together and finish Yesteryear. I do have one theory that I feel like might be true, but I don't know. I'm excited to finish it though, to see the twist and what is going on. I need to know what's happening. I'm confused. Like, nothing's being answered. I'm so confused. I'm on the last part though. I'm so confused. been a minute since I last updated this vlog. I think the last clip you saw of me was when I finished Yesteryear, if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't speak about it after that, but it's actually the 4th of May. Yeah, the 4th of May as I'm filming this, and I finished this probably like mid-April. I have read a couple of books since I finished this one that I didn't film for this vlog, but we are getting back into filming this vlog more in May. So let's chat my final thoughts on Yesteryear. This book is basically just a big mind. I don't want to really curse on YouTube, but that is how I would describe this book. Honestly, the whole way throughout, I was like second guessing every moment of the past parts where she's living the lifestyle that she portrays for her social media followers. I was second guessing every moment and everything that everyone was doing in those chapters. I will say, like, kind of halfway through, it kind of lost me because I wasn't interested in the build up, I suppose, of her social media following and how she got her career and how she got to where she was at the start of the book. I kind of wasn't too interested in that part of the story. I really just wanted to know what was going on in the 1800s and how they got there and how they were going to get out of that. All the characters that were kind of acting strange, why they were acting strange, that's kind of what I wanted to know more so than the build-up, but also I needed to know the build-up for the story, which I understand, but I think that's just me. Personally, I didn't necessarily want to know. I think I would have preferred there to be a whole kind of section about the like social media and how she got to where she was, and then it was kind of just more focused on the 1800s. But then, don't want to give spoilers, of course, at the end of this it makes sense why it was all kind of interlocked, or like one chapter was the present and one chapter was the past, if that makes sense. I also had the most crazy theories for this book and how this was going to end. I honestly was thinking, Don't Worry Darling, that movie, if you have seen it, that's what I was thinking, or something even crazier, like, not gonna lie, I was thinking Aliens at one point as well, which is just insane. The plot twist and how it ended was quite underwhelming for me personally. I think that is just because I had such an extravagant theory in my head and I thought it was going to be something along those lines. Then when it wasn't, I was kind of disappointed by that, but I think that's my own fault. I thought going into this book I would probably give it like a 4.5 to a 5 star. I ended on a 4 star for this book, and while I was chatting to my friend about it, I think she gave it 4.5. And she said purely the 0.5 is for kind of the experience of reading. And I think I agree with her. I think I would probably give it a 3.75, maybe even 3.5. But I bumped it up to 4 for the experience of reading it, because you literally are guessing through the entire thing until probably like the last couple of chapters. Even when it's revealed what's happened and what's happening, you're still kind of guessing why. You're still kind of guessing like, why has this happened and stuff like that as well. So for that reason, I gave it a 4 star. I think I would still recommend this book. It's kind of just a crazy time. If you want something to keep you on your toes and just keep you guessing throughout the entire thing, I would definitely recommend reading this book. And I think it's going to be like a very popular book coming out of 2026. I feel like everyone and their mother is talking about this book at the moment online, on the online book space anyway. I have noticed. It's not what I was expecting, but I still had a good time with it. In terms of next book we are reading for this mood reading vlog, guys, one of my most anticipated releases for 2026 is Furybound by Sable Sorensen, which is the second installment in the Wolves of Ruin series, the second book to Direbound. Imagine Fourth Wing, but with dire wolves and different magic systems, different twists and turns, of course. People go to a school and they get bonded with dire wolves instead of dragons, and they have to go through these trials for the first like year in the school. Their wolves basically decide if they are strong enough or they want to keep bonded with them. And then there's so much more lore to the entire world and to this book. People are not who we think they are. People are betraying people. There is a lot to this book. Furybound does not come out until tomorrow when I'm filming this clip right now. But for some reason, my pre-ordered book of Furybound came 5 days early. And guys, when I tell you I've been devouring this book, I started reading it on Friday and it is now Monday. It's like nearly 600 pages in this book and I am on page 233. I am quite simply devouring it. I am obsessed. I just want to keep picking it up. I just keep thinking about it, and any spare moment I have gotten over the last couple of days, I have just been picking up this book and reading 20 pages at a time, or like 30 pages at a time. Every chapter ends, I'm like, okay, one more chapter. And that is the best feeling ever, especially when I have had no 5 stars all 2026, but the last 5 star I had was in October, I feel like. So the fact that I'm sitting here saying that about this book makes me so happy. I don't want to jinx it, but like, this could potentially be veering towards 5-star territory, and I'm so happy about that. Can't really say too much about this book because of course it is the next book in the series, and it will just give too many spoilers if you have not read Direbound. It basically picks up exactly where they left us at the end of Direbound. Not gonna lie, it took me a few pages to kind of remember what was happening and kind of re-jog my memory, but then everything came back and I was like, okay, yeah, I know what's happening here. I'd probably say I'm like 40% of the way through at the moment, and so much has happened, but so much more is going to happen in this book. I already know there's a lot more like politics in this one because of some of the characters, like situations have changed, so we're learning a lot more about the world and a lot more about the politics, but it's not in any way hard to understand, which I really appreciate and I really love about a fantasy, when it's just easy to understand their world, their politics, their magic system. It makes it such an enjoyable read when you know what's going on. The writing is fast-paced as well, which makes it so good. We get dual point of view in this book. Direbound was not dual point of view. We were only in the point of view of the female main character, and this time we have a second point of view in parts, and every time I get to that chapter I'm like, okay, I simply need to read this chapter. I need to. I'm loving our female main character. She is one of my favourite FMCs in a fantasy or in any book, to be fair. Just seeing what she's like experiencing and how she's feeling and going through and having to be strong through all of that is just so good to read. There's so much more that is going to happen in this book. There's some unanswered questions at the moment as well, just things that are being foreshadowed dropping in there just to have you think about them a little bit more and to like keep it in the back of your mind. What does this mean? What could this be? That type of thing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. We'll pick this back up later to read. I have read a little bit this morning already. We're going to be mood reading some more books in May. I thought I would pick up more in April, but to be honest, I think I was in a slight reading slump in April. This book is definitely going to pull me out of it. I'm so excited for the month of May for reading. There's so many new releases. Most anticipated release is in my hands right now and it's going well so far. I feel like that's a good omen for May's reading, and I'm just so beyond excited to continue with this book. I'll get back to you when I start reading more of Furybound. Are they about to kiss in this? Are they about to kiss? I don't know. We just had a second moment. Oh my god. Yes. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay guys, it's been a few days since I last updated this vlog and updated you on Furybound, but oh my god, I am adoring this book. I fear it's gonna be a 5-star. It's not even just the romance side of this that's really good. The plot is actually really well thought out and really good, and it keeps you guessing things and it keeps you on your toes. They've gone to a different place now, so we're like meeting new characters, learning about this new place, and then they are also going on a little side quest, which I feel like is going to end in tears. I think I have 170-ish pages left of this book, and my plan today is to binge read the end of this book because I am so ready to finish it and so ready to see what happens. And I'm also scared. I don't want to be out of this world. I want to stay in this world. I wish I was with them. Although, do I? I just don't want to like leave these characters yet. I'm not ready to leave them. Like if I could get to like 500. Oh my god, sorry, no. I've just seen like a little gap. Oh, really soon in the next pages, and there's like, looks like a letter or something. I'm not looking at that, but it looks like a letter. Okay, I need to get to that point. Guys, since I last updated you, I've been reading. What is happening right now? And the way I have tears in my eyes, this can't be real. This cannot be real. I don't know what is going on. Oh, I am stressed. I'm literally getting teary over this book. I have like 120 pages left. How is this happening right now? How is this happening? That thing that I thought was a letter wasn't a letter. I'm so confused. and shook, and I don't know what to think right now. What? I'm in a book club on Fable, and they're currently reading Furybound this month, which is perfect because I'm also reading it. And I just went to the comments on this chapter because I needed to see what people were saying, and some people were saying they didn't trust a certain character, and now I don't trust that certain character because I thought this certain character was gonna die, but no, something else happened instead, and now I'm like, what? I need to keep reading because how do I have 120 pages left and this has just happened? Guys, what is going on? Good morning, guys. It is the perfect reading weather right now. It's kind of gloomy today and it's raining and it's a little bit chilly, and I'm like, this is the perfect time to finish Furybound. Since I last updated you, I have been reading this morning and I have read a good few chapters since that shocking thing happened, and so many more things have happened, so many more things, and I have had tears in my eyes a few times now. Currently have 6 chapters left, about 60 pages. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. I know the last chapter is in Stark's point of view. If you know this book, you know who Stark is, and that scares me. Why is the last chapter in his point of view? We'll see what happens because we haven't had a Stark point of view for a while now. Something happened previously, and since then he's kind of been acting just slightly a little bit different, and I'm kind of confused, and maybe I'm just overthinking that. I'm gonna basically sit and finish this book, I think, because it's time. I'm scared. I'm so scared, but I'm so excited. Let's finish Furybound together. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm scared and I'm nervous. What is going on? What is going on? What? No. Stop. Oh my god, what is happening? I'm so confused. Stop. Oh, what? Okay. But I still have 2 chapters. Oh my god, what is happening? I'm on the last chapter. It seems too good to be true, especially because there's a 3rd book. So I'm like scared to read this chapter. Oh. There is no way. What? I have tears in my eyes. Like, I don't know why I have tears in my eyes. Oh my god. What? I was not expecting that. Guys, I'm going to come back and debrief, but oh my god. What just happened? Okay guys, it has been a while since I updated you and since I finished Furybound, but I need to sit and film this because the next book that I'm going to be reading, I'm nearly finished. You would have seen actually the next book I started, I think, in this, but I'll chat about that briefly now in a second. But I just want to give my final thoughts on Furybound. I'm so happy to report that Furybound is my first 5-star of 2026. The fact that I haven't had a 5-star in literally like 6 months and now I have one, oh, it just makes me so happy. I had such a good time with this book. I just love this story in general. I love this world. I love the characters. I love the found family. The found family came through so much more in this, and I just love a found family. I will say I've seen a lot online about it as well, that the ending was quite rushed and the thing that they were like aiming towards for the whole book kind of just happened, and then the plot twist kind of just came out of nowhere. I kind of do agree in that sense that it was quite rushed, but I am trusting in the authors and trusting that there is a reason why the ending felt rushed. Why, I think I mentioned briefly, like one of the characters was acting weird since something happened, and we kind of understood why he was acting weird with the plot twist that happened, and it's honestly opened a whole can of worms. He is gonna have to have such a redemption arc for these characters and for the people he's around in the next book. Like, how is he gonna come back from that? I do not know, but I'm so excited to read it, and I'm so excited to see how they conclude this series. And I do think there's a reason why it was so rushed at the end, and I do think we're gonna get an answer for that, because I don't think we're finished just yet, but I think they wanted to leave the ending so shocking. For the overall experience, I am sticking with my 5-star, and I'm so happy to say that. I just loved the story. I really did. I loved the development of the romance in it as well. Like, I was waiting for that, and I was so happy that we finally got it. I was very, very happy to report that it was a 5-star. Since finishing Furybound, I did read another book, which was The Correspondent, and that was our book club pick for May, me and my friend. And guys, I'm just gonna be honest, it was another 5-star. Like, tell me how I have had 2 5-stars in a row after not having one for 6 months. But as I was reading The Correspondent, I literally was just like obsessed straight away. I loved the characters, I loved how it was written, I loved everything about it. And when I was like nearing towards the end, I was like, I don't think this can be anything but a 5-star, and it was a 5-star. I did shed some tears. I will be filming a wrap up that's probably going to be up after this video, so all my thoughts on The Correspondent will be in that. But I just wanted to say I didn't record that, but I did have another 5-star, and I was like, this is crazy. How have I had 2 5-stars in May? I didn't know what to go for then next, because I did want to read Into the Blue. That was on my May TBR, like mood reading TBR that I had picked for myself, and I did want to go into that, but I wasn't too sure. This is also an anticipated read for me, and I don't want it to go bad, because you can either go one of 2 ways after 1 5-star or 2 5-stars like me. You can go, I want to read everything in sight, or I'm going to go into a reading slump, and I didn't want to go into a reading slump, so I was like, let me pick up an easier read to keep the momentum going of reading, and then maybe we can pick up Into the Blue after that if I'm feeling it then. As you saw, I started reading The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Can I just say, absolutely hate this cover, and can we stop doing this with covers? Like, why, now that the series is out, the cover is changed? Like, please, why? It's not the worst one, to be fair, that I've seen. It's actually kind of cute, and it's kind of very similar, sorry. I get it from a promotional standpoint, but like, can we just keep the other one as well? I just said, let me pick up The Deal, because I had seen it all over my For You page, and this is like an OG book talk series, I feel like. And when I first started reading, and when I was getting into book talk and booktube, I remember seeing it, and I remember being like, oh, I don't know if I like that, I don't know if I'd pick that up, I don't know if I'd like a spicy romance, because at the time I hadn't read any. Now I feel like this is something I would enjoy, and this is something I would definitely pick up. It was only 86 cents on Kindle, and I was like, do you know what? The series is out, I want to watch the series, but I'd love to read the first book before I watch the series. I'm 65% of the way through, and I'm nearly finished, and I haven't spoken to you about it, but it's just simply because it is such an easy read. It's honestly nostalgic to me, because it's bringing me back to like Wattpad days 2015, because this was released in 2015, and you can definitely tell that it was published in 2015. Just the way it's written and the things they're talking about and how they like say certain things. It's giving Wattpad. It honestly is giving Wattpad, and I am really enjoying it because of that. I really, really am. If you do not know, which I'm probably sure you have seen by now because it's going all around the internet, but The Deal is a part of the Off-Campus series. It's basically based around this group of college students and their kind of love stories, I suppose. First one, The Deal, we are following Hannah and Garrett is a hockey player. Hannah's a music major. She's not really popular. Garrett's really popular. Everybody knows Garrett. Everybody wants to be with Garrett. Everybody wants to be his friend. Everybody wants to be him. Hannah's like more like of a chill girl, keeps to herself, keeps to her friends. They strike up a friendship because they're in a class together. Hannah passes her exam, Garrett fails his exam, and he can't play hockey if he fails his exams. He sees that she has passed and is like, you're tutoring me. Basically interrogates her and is like, you're tutoring me because I can't not play hockey. And she's like, no way, I'm not doing that. I actually really like that about Hannah though. She's not like a sweet innocent girl, I suppose. She doesn't come across that way. She's like well able to like hold her own, and I like that about her. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. And he's like, what can I do for you in return and stuff like this. And Hannah happens to kind of have a crush on a different guy, and he's like, okay, how about we pretend to date and then he'll like you more because he'll notice you more because you're with me. He's a bit arrogant in that way. He's not wrong, but it's also like, come on guys, stop being so arrogant. Their relationship has progressed in a lot of ways, and I think feelings are involved now, but they're afraid to admit it to themselves. I'm having a good time with it, I really am. It's not gonna be a 5-star obviously, but I feel like it could be like 3.75 to a 4-star. Like, I really do. I can't wait to watch the series after because I've seen so much. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I'm probably going to finish it over the next couple of days, but I really just wanted to give you a quick update on it. Next time I do a reading stint, I will vlog it for you. Guys, do I have an update for you on off campus and the deal? When did I finish the deal? I need to actually double check this. Okay, so it's nearly been a week since I finished the deal, and the way this entire universe is taking over my world right now, I can't explain it. First, update on the book and my final rating. I ended up enjoying the book. There were parts to it where I was like, it is very outdated. You can tell it was published in 2015. I still really enjoyed it, and it did give me that, as I was saying, Wattpad vibe, and I enjoyed it because of that, because it's kind of nostalgic to me. There were certain things that the characters were saying, I was like, oh my god, can you just stop saying that, or like don't say that. It's very outdated, as I say. So I did end up giving it 3.75, but I think like that was a solid rating for that book. Since then I have watched the show, and what would you say if I told you that I've already started rewatching the show? Yeah, I've already started my first rewatch, and probably not my last rewatch. The way this show has me in a chokehold is insane. I do think personally I prefer the show to the book, and I think just because they've modernized it and stuff, just certain like elements have been changed from the book that I think make more sense. The book is still really good, but I can't stop thinking about these fictional hockey players. I can't stop thinking about them. I'm quite literally obsessed. It is constantly in my brain. It is all over my TikTok. I'm in such a rabbit hole, and I actually can't be dealing with it. I'm such a fangirl. I really, really am. And when something like this happens, where you get so obsessed with something, and there's like a show, and there's like TikTok edits, and there's books, and there's everything about it, it's just the best feeling ever. Let me just show y'all my TikTok for one sec. Got the kind of love that you deserve.
Great. If your bike ever needs a tune-up, I'm your guy.
was your boyfriend, I never let you go. I could take you places you...
That's my update. That is my update on the deal, and I think that just shows what it is for itself. My TikTok is covered in these men and I can't get them out of my brain. It's hindering my other reading experiences. I'm currently reading Into the Blue, which is an anticipated release for me, and I really want to like soak that book up and really enjoy it, but honestly every time I pick that book up all I can think about is Off Campus and the next book. So I'm honestly thinking of going straight into Logan's book now, because I literally just can't stop thinking about these books and these characters. It is just taking over my life. Like, it's so fun, but also like I need to move on as well. Maybe after my first rewatch I'll be like, okay, maybe not, maybe we won't be as obsessed, but who knows. I just wanted to finish this vlog because finally I am finished reading all the books for this mood reading vlog. I enjoyed the books that I read in this. I'm so glad we found a 5-star also in this video, my first 5-star of 2026. How exciting. That is all from me for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know. But yeah, other than that, I hopefully will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.